Yeah, so we started with MA and we were done with the first chapter and we did like a little part of coding of the second chapter. So today we will start with the second chapter. So how we are doing is like I'm explaining things and I'm just typing down the things which are important. So you guys can also note that down. Then we can go through the study text and then solve some sums on it. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you share the study text PDF with us?
Um,
Book
I
PDF.
know the like the Kaplan study text or something.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I don't know if I can do that. I will ask and let you know. But even if you don't have a study text, if you are registered as a ACCA student, I have told you guys about Study Hub, right? So there you can learn everything on that only. You don't even need any books.
Yes, ma'am, I have the access to that also. But I also, please,
You
can
want
you
study
just
text?
share the study text also with us?
Okay, I will ask and I will let you know.
Okay.
So your second chapter is cost classification. So as I had told about starting with MA only, your whole MA chapter is about costing. So we are just going to learn about different type of cost and how to, minimize your cost and analyze where your cost is going, analyze each part of your cost and everything. So your second chapter is about cost classification. So basically, cost classification is the process of categorizing your expenses and expenditure into different groups, or you can say categories based on their like common characteristics or criteria. So it is like a fundamental accounting and financial management practice that helps organization to analyze basically, and you can say manage their cost effectively. The whole point of this paper is how you manage your cost effectively. So you are learning more elements of cost, different type of cost, and how you can minimize it. So basically that is what is your cost classification. So cost can be obviously classified into in various ways, which we are going to learn in this chapter. So your first two cost classification is your production cost and your non-production cost. So first, basically, let's understand that cost accounting is used for three things. First is your preparing your statements, that is budgeting, cost card, and everything. Second is cost data collection, like what type of cost is there, how much price is when, how much price is it taking, and everything. Third is applying that cost to inventory, products, and services. So basically, this you can say is like a process, three-step process. First is preparing your statements, your budgeting statement, your costing statements. Second is cost data collection. And third is applying cost to inventory, products, and services. So for the preparation of your financial statements, costs are often classified as two, which is your production and your non-production cost. What are the two main categories? Your production and non-production cost. So basically, what is production cost? Production cost are costs identified with goods produced for resale. That is, you can say, is like your basic definition of your production cost. So production cost are costs identified with goods produced for resales. Production cost are all the cost involved in the manufacture of goods. Basically anything, all the cost involved in the manufacture of goods like cost incurred inside the factory, like your direct material, direct labor, your direct expenses. All these costs are known as your production cost. Okay. Then let's come to your non-production cost. So basically, non-production costs are not directly associated with the production of your manufacturing of your goods. These are costs incurred outside the factory. So this is like the basic of your non-production cost. What are non-production costs? Non-production costs are costs that are not directly associated with your production of your manufacturing of the goods. So these are costs incurred outside the factory. So they are taken directly to the income statement as expenses in the period in which they are incurred. So in your income statement, you have, as you know, you have like your finance costs, you have your selling and distribution expenses, or you have your administration costs. So all those costs become your non-production cost. So this is what is your production and your non-production cost. So let's just write down one line about both. Okay. So now let's come to, so first we learned about your production and your non-production cost. Now let's learn about your different elements of your non-production cost. So basically non-production cost are of 4 types. First is your administrative cost. Second is your selling cost. And third, distribution cost. And fourth, finance cost. What are these? These are like the elements of your non-production cost. 4 elements: administrative cost, selling cost, distribution cost, and finance cost. So let's first learn about your administrative cost. So administrative cost, these costs are basically all the cost involved in running the general administration, as the name suggests, right? So all the costs involved in general administration department of the organization is known as the administrative cost. So example of, you can say, administration cost include, like, depreciation of your office building or equipment, or you can say office salaries, like including salaries of your secretaries, accountants, then rent, rates, insurance, lightning, cleaning, telephone charges, and others. So anything that is involved in your administration, general administration of the department, will go under the administration cost. Then second is selling cost. So again, selling cost will include all the cost, generally involved in promoting your sales and retaining your customers. As you can see, it is selling cost. So basically, all the cost involved in promotion of your sales and retaining of your customers will go under your selling cost. So what can be the example of selling cost? Can you guys give any example for selling costs? Okay, no. No, freight will not come under this. So basically, like your sales promotion, your advertising, your market research, salaries of your commission of your salesmen and sales department, all these things will come under selling cost. As I said, right, promotion of your sales. So that is why anything that is related to increasing of your sales will come under your selling cost, like your advertising, marketing, etc. Then your third one is distribution cost. So what is distribution cost? Distribution cost will include all your cost incurred in making the packet, you can say packed product ready for dispatched and delivering it to the customer. So what is the name? Distribution. So basically you have the packed parcel, packed, or you can say ready product in your hand, and now you have to distribute it, or you can say deliver it to the customer. So during that period, whatever costs are involved are known as your distribution cost. Okay. So what are the example of your distribution cost? You can obviously say your delivery cost. Then you can say your salaries to your drivers, or you can say wages to your packers, or there are people in dispatching team, so cost involved in your dispatching team. You can say your insurance charges, or you can say depreciation of the warehouse. Obviously, you are packing things in your warehouse, so everything involved in where after the product is ready and you are distributing it, or you can say delivering it to the customer, all those costs will come under your distribution cost. Then your fourth one is finance cost. So finance cost we have done before also. So some finance cost basically will include all the costs that are incurred in order to finance the organization. Now, what is the main finance cost every organization or every company has? Uh, Basic example could be loan, right? Your loan interest is the finance cost. So basically, all the cost incurred